It's time for Morton in the Morning on WVBF, a weekly get-together with your friends at Morton Hospital. Coming to you every Wednesday at 11:05 a.m., Morton in the Morning brings you full access to the latest hospital news and health information. Stay in the know about important health and wellness topics, new doctors and services, and upcoming events. And get to know the team at your community hospital. And now, Morton in the Morning.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Morton in the Morning. I'm your host, Julie, and we are broadcasting from Morton Hospital, your community hospital right here in Taunton. Thanks so much for joining us. We are excited to be bringing you a brand new show today. Last week, we hope you enjoyed hearing from our audiology team at our Speech, Hearing, and Language Center, which is located up at Northwoods Medical Center on Bay Street. We learned a lot from them about their services, some great tips about treatment options and identifying hearing loss. They provide a lot of great services to our community, and we appreciate them joining us. If you missed that show, we always do post the links to our show where you can listen online via YouTube. We post those on our Facebook page. So if you go to facebook.com/Morton Hospital MA and scroll through our page, you will see our weekly radio show posts. And if you don't already like our page, certainly give us a like while you're there as well so you can stay up to date on everything happening at Morton Hospital. So before we dive into the interview portion of today's show, we just want to share a big thank you to our community and to everyone who took the time to vote for Morton Hospital in the 2021 Best of the Best Community Choice Awards. So voting ran from mid-August through August 31st. That was the deadline to vote. And Morton Hospital had made it to the finals in 5 different categories. And those categories were Best Hospital, Audiologist, Hearing Aid Center, Physical Therapy, and Weight Loss Center, and that is for the Metro South region. So this is, I believe, our 3rd year participating in the Best of the Best, and this is the first time, though, that we have made it to the finals in all 5 of those categories, so we are so excited. We want to thank our community so much for voting for us, and we look forward to seeing the results of that contest, which will be announced sometime this fall. There will be a gala event where the winners in each category will be announced. And again, thank you to our community and for helping us recognize our staff in each of those areas, and for our entire hospital staff in the hospital category. We would love to take home that top prize for our team this year after all that they have done to care for our community during these trying times over the past year and a half. So today's show is dedicated to talking about career opportunities at Morton Hospital, and we are excited to have 2 special guests join us to be talking about those opportunities, as well as a special event that we have coming up. So let's get right into today's show. Okay, so right now we are excited to be doing a phone interview with Craig Bogdanovich from our Human Resources team. He's actually one of our senior recruiters. So Craig, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Julie.
All right, well, we're happy to have you, and we have a lot to talk about. But first, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself and your role at Morton Hospital?
So my title is Senior Regional Recruiter. I'm part of the Corporate Talent Acquisition team. And regionally, I support hospitals that are south of Boston. In fact, the 2 most southern hospitals in New England for Steward Healthcare, Morton Hospital and St. Anne's Hospital. So I split time between those 2 facilities, and I also work throughout the region on some critical and harder to fill positions as well. So Morton is a big part of my concentration and service area, and but I do have some other things around the the geography as well.
Okay, great. And how did you get into recruiting?
I studied communications in school, and I always liked business, and recruiting requires, I think, people, which I like too, and it's really a combination of business because I like market knowledge and news and combining the job market and the data that go into exciting career opportunities.
Excellent. So we are here today because we are looking forward to a hiring event that we are having for Morton Hospital next week, and we want to talk to you a little bit more about that. So it's a virtual hiring event through Indeed. So what is Indeed and how do we partner with them?
So Indeed today really is the largest job board in the U.S. that employers and candidates will use. The data certainly supports that in terms of visitors and clicks on a daily basis for the number of employers that post jobs, the number of jobs that are posted nationally, and the number of candidates that will post resumes and search for careers. Often, Indeed is going to be a first choice. And Steward realizes that they're a key partner for our external recruiting and hiring and recruiting sources. So it is accessible to anyone, anytime. You can go on your phone, you could sit down on your laptop, go to Indeed.com, and you'll be asked some search criteria, what type of position, what is the geography, and then groups of companies and opportunities will come up, and you'll see opportunities at Morton Hospital there if you search in the Taunton, Massachusetts geography.
Okay.
So it is a career board. It's a job placement board.
Yeah, and a pretty popular one. To be honest, if I remember correctly, I may have applied to Morton Hospital through Indeed when I applied for my position here almost 13 years ago. I think it was probably around then. Maybe not as popular then, but I do remember it being around when I was searching for careers. So
Great.
So let's talk about our hiring event here because it's really exciting. I know that we've had a couple other hiring events for Morton Hospital this year, but this one is a 2-day event, so tell us when it's taking place.
It is going to be on September 15th and 16th, and the hours are from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. So anyone can go on to the links, and you can find the links on Indeed if you search for Morton Career Fair and click on Apply Now, and candidates will have an opportunity to select a time that they would like to talk to a recruiter that is going to represent jobs at Morton Hospital. So that's been very effective. We can do video interviews, we can do phone interviews, but the candidates and the recruiters are going to get simultaneous confirmation in their calendar that the interviews are confirmed. Okay.
And I know that also on our Facebook page, you can find information about the hiring event. If you go to facebook.com/Morton Hospital MA, it's posted there as well as on Indeed. So September 15th and 16th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. So when people sign up, is there any background information about themselves that they need to enter or have ready when they sign up?
No, they will attach a resume, so that's very helpful and a great head start, and most job seekers will have a resume handy that they can attach when they sign up. So they're going to put their name, their phone number, an email, and attach their resume, and then Indeed will automatically attach them to a job that they're most qualified. The candidates can select as well the type of position that they're looking for.
Okay. And so for everybody out there listening, if you're looking for a new career opportunity, please take advantage of the opportunity to apply with us. It's a great place to work. And as Craig was mentioning, we have this exciting event coming up, and I have a few more questions about the event specifically, and then we want to learn a lot more about what positions are available, and we'll be interviewing for at this event, but what positions are available in general at Morton Hospital. But first, it is time for us to take our first break of today's show. Before we take a break, I do want to share a reminder about how to contact us here at Morton in the Morning. As you know, we come to you every Wednesday at 11:05 a.m. right here on WVBF, your hometown radio station. And we would love to hear from our listeners. If you have any feedback, any ideas, or topics that you would like to hear about on future shows, or if you have any questions that you'd like us to answer, you can reach out to us through our email address, which is mortoninthemorning@steward.org. That's Morton in the morning at steward.org. So we are now going to take a quick break, and when we return, we'll be back with Craig and talking more about our upcoming hiring event at Morton Hospital. Stay tuned.
We'll be back with more of Morton in the Morning in just a few moments here at WVBF.
Experiencing gastrointestinal issues? We can help. Morton Hospital and Steward Medical Group have opened the new Steward Digestive Disease Center of Taunton. Dr. Alexis Pappas and physician assistant Amber Lippa specialize in treating a wide range of GI issues and are now accepting new patients in their office conveniently located in the Thayer Building at Morton Hospital. To request an appointment, call 508-828-7740.
And now back to Morton in the Morning here at WVBF, Hometown Talk Radio.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back, and thanks for tuning in to today's Morton in the Morning show. We have a great show lined up for you. Right now, we are speaking with Craig Bogdanovich, who is a senior recruiter with Steward Healthcare, and he works very closely with our team in supporting us in our recruitment efforts to fill positions here at Morton Hospital. And we are talking about a really exciting event that we have coming up. It's a virtual hiring event through Indeed. And we have a number of positions that are open that we're looking to fill that we look forward to talking about. But before we took a break, Craig was talking to us about the details of the event. It is September 15th and 16th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And again, that event is through Indeed. And we were talking a little bit about the details of that event and how you can sign up either through Indeed or through find the link on the Morton Hospital Facebook page. And so what actually happens during the hiring event? Is that when the interviews are taking place, or is that when, for example, the recruiters are talking to the candidates to screen them to see if they're qualified?
Yes. So the first step in that platform is the connection between a candidate and a recruiter, and it's at that time that we'll go over job details and want to hear about the candidate's type of position that they're looking for, how many hours a week they want to work, what is the title of the job, maybe a little bit about their career goals or education, and what is the background that they have, what certifications, and where do they want to work.
Okay. And what types, if someone's qualified and you match them with the appropriate job, what types of interviews will be scheduled? Is there any in-person? Is it going to be all phone or virtual interviews?
So we are going to move to next steps. So if the candidate and the recruiter agree that they're a good match and they want to continue the interview process, the next step will be to arrange an interview with a hiring manager. So there probably are 10 managers that have jobs open at Morton Hospital, and it's going to be the recruiter's job to reach out to the manager, knowing what the candidate availability is, and the recruiters are going to submit to the hiring managers the position that the candidate is looking for, the shifts that they're willing to work, how many hours a week, and they'll have that pre-screening interview notes. And from there, the recruiter and the manager will agree on next steps. Some managers might want to do a phone interview first. Most are going to want to do on-site interviews. Now, with the pandemic, Indeed's providing us a great resource to limit the number of visitors into the hospital. So those people that are invited on-site will have face-to-face interviews. And I think in each case, in my experience at Morton, is there will be a face-to-face interview with a hiring manager, tour the facility a little bit before they get a job offer. So that's great for the manager and the candidate to get to meet each other first.
Absolutely. So most importantly, let's talk about the open positions or the available careers that are associated with this career fair. Do you want to run down the list of who we're looking for this particular event?
I do. So when I last looked, Morton Hospital has about 130 jobs open. And they are active and they're posted. And whether a person's going to attend that career fair or not, all of the jobs can be accessed and applied to at stewart.org. Okay. And you can search for jobs at Morton Hospital. So we have 130 jobs open. Generally, they are in groups. 40 of those positions are for nurses. Mm-hmm. Probably 40 of them are for certified nursing assistants. So generally, that's about half. From there, we have opportunities available in central laboratory. So we need phlebotomists. We're looking for med techs and senior lab techs. In diagnostics, we are looking for CT techs, multimodality technicians, sonographers, ultrasound. We also have other support staff for patient safety sitters. Mm-hmm. So as Morton is taking on greater patients in behavioral health, the opportunities to work as a patient safety sitter is another key area for us that we want to hire. But there are also positions going down the list in terms of business office, for scheduling, for coding, for financial service representative, admitting, and secretary and unit secretaries. And the final piece that we have is that we do have jobs open in food services. So those could be cafeteria workers and food servers within the hospital.
Great. A lot of great opportunities. And, I think this event is certainly a testament to how Morton Hospital is growing. We're always looking to grow our team as we're growing our services for our community. So this is really exciting. There's so many wonderful opportunities available. So thank you, Craig. A lot of great information. We're really looking forward to this hiring event. And later in the show, we're going to be talking with Crystal Hilton, who is our Chief Nursing Officer, a bit more about some of those nursing and clinical positions for anyone out there interested in hearing more about that. Before we end our time with you, do you have any final thoughts or any additional information you'd like the community or potential candidates to know?
So in all of the job posting, whether it's Indeed or the Stewart website, my personal email is on the job descriptions and the posting. So if an individual is not able to make the career fair during those times on the 15th and 16th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., please, they can certainly reach out to me, email me a resume, and they will not have missed the opportunity. I promise that they will be contacted. So the career fair is great. Morton is an employer of choice and one of the largest, if not the largest, employer in Taunton. Mm-hmm. So I believe that the fair will use for candidate access. This is an opportunity to present your resume, be considered for jobs at Morton, and be contacted. So we're excited for the event. It's been very successful. My goal as a recruiter is to provide a great experience for the candidates and the managers, and we want to hire people. So I appreciate your time, Julie. Again, the event is up, the media is going out, so I'm encouraging everyone to apply. Morton's a great place to work, and we're looking forward to meeting the candidates.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing that information today. We'll continue to promote this, and hopefully we will have some new team members who will join us from this event. Thank you so much, Craig. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, well, we are not done talking about our hiring event and career opportunities here at Morton Hospital. When we return from our next break, we will speak with Crystal Hilton, who is our Chief Nursing Officer here at Morton Hospital, and she'll be speaking a little bit more in particular about some of those nursing and clinical positions that we're looking to fill here at the hospital, and giving an overview of each of the clinical units here at the hospital. So if anyone is interested, please stay tuned. Lots of great information coming. If you are a nurse or a clinical team member looking for a new career, we have a lot of opportunities here at Morton Hospital, and we hope that you will consider either applying online or applying to attend our virtual hiring event. Before we take our second break of today's show, I did want to share some updates about some great upcoming community events that we are participating in over the next couple of weeks. So the first one is actually coming up this weekend, and it is the Boys and Girls Clubs of Metro South, their 2021 Cornhole Tournament of Champions, which we're really excited to participate in. We're actually sending 2 teams from Morton Hospital to compete in that tournament and help raise funds for the Boys and Girls Club. That is happening Saturday, September 11th from noon to 7 p.m. at Camp Riverside, right up in the Miles Standish Industrial Park. That's the Boys and Girls Club's summer campsite. Great location, and it sounds like there are many other teams from the community participating. I know that the Boys and Girls Club posted on their Facebook page just a few days ago that they were almost sold out, if they are not sold out already. So, if you're interested in filling those last spots or supporting the event, you can check out the Boys and Girls Club's Facebook page or contact them. Looking forward to a great day of cornhole at a great location and supporting a wonderful organization. And then the next great event is on Saturday, September 18th, and that is the Downtown Taunton Foundation's Fall Block Party. So that is happening from 6 to 10 p.m. On Trescott Street right here in Taunton, and we are one of the premier sponsors of the Downtown Taunton Foundation's annual event. So we're so happy to be supporting this event and the many other great events that the foundation has been putting on and will also host through the end of this year. So we look forward to being there. It sounds like a really fun event. So the Fall Fest, it is the annual fundraiser for the Downtown Taunton Foundation and the Trescott Street Gallery. So it will be outside. They close down part of Trescott Street and they create a block party. There's going to be delicious food from downtown restaurants, live music, raffle drawings, a 50-50 raffle, cash bar, and also a fun and competitive cornhole contest. So 2 weekends of cornhole for us here at Morton Hospital, but that sounds like a really great event. So tickets are still available for that event. Anyone can attend. If you look up the Downtown Taunton Foundation website or check out Facebook for more details about that event and how to get tickets. 2 great events that we are so looking forward to participating in over the next couple of weekends. Also, a shout out to the Boys and Girls Club and the Rainham Lions Club, who both put on 2 wonderful golf tournament fundraisers over this last week and a half that we were happy to sponsor and participate in by sending a foursome. We really enjoy supporting all of our community partners and the great organizations that we have in our community, who are just such wonderful causes and do such great things for the individuals and community members right here in the Greater Taunton area. So shout out to all those organizations. Again, check out their pages online to learn more about their upcoming events. So right now we're just about at the halfway point of today's show, and it is time for us to take our second break. If you are just tuning in, today's show is all about an upcoming hiring event that we're having at Morton Hospital and the many great career opportunities available here at the hospital in a variety of specialties and disciplines, from nursing to food services. So first half of the show, we spoke with our senior recruiter, Craig, about the hiring event that we have coming up. And when we return, we look forward to speaking with Crystal Hilton, who has been a guest on our show before. She's our Chief Nursing Officer, and we're going to talk to her a little bit more about that event, specifically about the open career opportunities in nursing and some other clinical areas across our various units here at Morton Hospital. So stay tuned. We hope you'll listen in. If you or anyone you know is looking for a new career opportunity, this is definitely information you'll want to hear. We'll be right back after this short break.
We'll be back with more of Morton in the Morning in just a few moments here at WVBF.
If you're looking for weight loss that lasts, look no further than the Stewart Center for Weight Control at Morton Hospital. Our program was recently nationally accredited, and we offer both medical and surgical weight loss options, as well as free support programs, all right here in Taunton. If you've struggled to lose weight, it may be time to consider weight loss surgery. Call our Center for Weight Control at 508-301-2434 to book a consultation.
And now back to Morton in the Morning here at WVBF, Hometown Talk Radio.
Good morning and welcome back to the second half of today's Morton in the Morning show. Today we are talking about career opportunities at Morton Hospital and a virtual hiring event that we are having on September 15th and September 16th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Earlier in the show, we were speaking with our senior recruiter, Craig, who gave us the details of that event. You can sign up on Indeed, or you can find the link to sign up on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Morton Hospital MA. We are hiring for a variety of positions, so please go take a look, sign up online for the event, and our recruiters will speak with you and match you up with a job that you are best qualified for, and you'll be set up to have an interview with one of our managers. So we are now going to talk a little bit more about some of the specific clinical opportunities here at Morton Hospital that are also being highlighted on this hiring event. So now we are here for the second part of our show with Crystal Hilton, who has been a guest on our show before. She's our Chief Nursing Officer. Hello, Crystal. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Julie?
I'm good. Thanks for joining us today. So we're so excited about this hiring event that we have coming up, hoping to add some new members to our team. Before we talk about that, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself and your role here, how long you've been with us at Morton Hospital?
All right. So I've been in healthcare for about 22 years, 18 of which have been as a registered nurse. I have been at Morton Hospital this time around for 4 years, coming up on my 4-year anniversary on September 6th. So, and I have been in the role of Chief Nursing Officer since January of 2019.
Okay.
I previously worked in the ICU and emergency department here at Morton Hospital about 15 years ago, left for a short period of time and came back because the community and family feel at Morton is something you don't get at a lot of other hospitals. So I'm happy to be back with a team that I worked with in my previous capacity. The longevity of staff here at Morton is something that we are very proud of. So
Absolutely.
We have a great team here.
Absolutely. So before we talk about some of the specific clinical and nursing positions that are available, maybe you can do a little walkthrough of all the different clinical areas. So you mentioned that you yourself worked in the ICU. Maybe you can cover some of the areas that we're looking to hire into first.
Absolutely. So for nursing, right now we are 112-bed hospital. We are actually going to be adding 32 additional beds to our license. So we will be a 144-bed facility, which is great. We have multiple units to choose from when picking a position here for nursing clinical. We have an emergency department. It is a beautiful emergency department. It was actually just built 5 or 6 years ago. It is 42 beds, most of which are private rooms. It is state-of-the-art, wonderful place to work. Within that emergency department, we also have a small behavioral health area as well. As we move into the inpatient units, we have a telemetry unit, which is S1. We have a med-surg telemetry unit, which is M2. S2 is our surgical floor. So this is where patients that have surgery or other medical conditions will be admitted to. We also have a 19-bed elder behavioral unit. This is a locked behavioral health unit for the geriatric population. We also have a very robust peri-op area. So this includes our operating room as well as our day surgery unit and our recovery room. We then have the intensive care unit, which is a 12-bed intensive care unit. That pretty much covers all of our nursing departments, which I'll be talking a little bit about some of those open positions coming up next, I think.
Yeah, we want to hear about those. So do you want to start with nursing? And I know there's some other clinical areas that we're looking to positions to fill as well.
Absolutely. So focusing mainly on nursing right now, we have RN positions throughout the hospital in each one of the units that I did discuss. We also have some unit clerk positions. So there's two options when it comes to unit clerks. You could apply into a straight unit clerk position. So this is functioning as the secretary of the department. We also have positions that are dual role positions that are unit clerk / unit assistant. So these would be people who have their CNA license and are interested in also cross-training as a unit clerk. We have nursing assistant positions. This is very similar to our certified nursing assistant position or our CNA position. However, this does not require a CNA certification. What it does require is completion of at least one clinical rotation for people that are in nursing school. The last position I'll speak to in regards to nursing clinical positions is the patient safety sitter. This is actually a very important role in the hospital. As a safety sitter, you are paired with a patient that may need some extra help, maybe some reminding to stay in bed, but you are there to ensure the safety of particular patients on our units. That does not require any certifications. So those are the clinical positions that you would see. Some other positions that we have open that are really kind of our clinical support positions. So these would be admitting clerks. The role of the admitting clerk is to do patient registration. There are some financial advisor opportunities. We also have some positions open for phlebotomy, lab techs, the cafeteria, hostess and hostesses that actually help to deliver food to the patients on our units. And as I talked about earlier, we are adding an additional 32 beds to our licensure. So with that growth, it also creates increased job opportunities, which is why we really want to have this job fair in a few weeks so that we can staff the additional spaces we have open in the hospital.
And of course, that 32-bed unit, that's the unit that we've been talking about. That's going to be our MORCAP unit, which is going to be our 32-bed inpatient level 4 substance use disorder treatment unit. So that's really exciting, and those jobs should be posted in the very near future, hopefully.
Absolutely, yep. And those positions will include some social work positions, some mental health worker positions, as well as RN positions. So keep an eye out for those because they should be posted up on our website shortly.
Okay, well, definitely a lot of great opportunities. And I want to go back to the nursing positions that are open because we are offering right now actually a really great incentive.
Yes.
If you want to speak to that. And it's also an opportunity, an incentive for all of our employees right now as well. So maybe you can talk about that.
Absolutely. So we did establish an employee referral and sign-on bonus program for 2021. What we're doing is looking for experienced nurses, part-time or full-time, on all shifts for all of our nursing units. The sign-on bonus ranges anywhere from $4,000 to $10,000, depending upon whether you apply to a part-time, full-time position, and in which department. We also have a referral bonus. So any of our current employees that refer a new hire, they'll receive a $3,000 referral bonus. So if any Morton employees are listening, refer a friend and you could walk away with $3,000. It's just our way of thanking our staff for referring employees and giving a little bonus incentive for our new employees here as well.
Absolutely. Okay, so that's great information. So if you know anybody out there, if you yourself is looking for a new career opportunity, again, lots of open positions available, clinical, non-clinical, ancillary areas, support areas. We kind of have it all. I think as Craig mentioned earlier in the show, we have over 100 open positions that we're looking to fill, and that's really a testament to our growth here at Morton Hospital. So really looking for people to join our team. So with regard to the nursing positions, Crystal, do the nurses have to have a certain level of experience?
So in order to qualify for the sign-on bonus, we are looking for a minimum of 2 years experience. However, if we take nurses from all walks of life. We will take a diploma nurse, an associate's degree nurse, a bachelor's prepared nurse. Bachelor's is preferred, however, we have great tuition reimbursement. So nurses that come in with their diploma or associates that are looking to bridge into a bachelor's program, we do offer very competitive tuition reimbursement here. And that's not just for our nurses, it's also for our other clinical members. So CNAs, unit clerks, phlebotomy. We have some really great transitional programs. So nurses that come in with med-surg background that are working on a med-surg floor that may want to advance into the emergency department or other critical care areas, we do offer critical care transition program, an emergency department transition program, and a telemetry transition program, which is a good way to give nurses the opportunity to grow within the organization that they're already in. So that is something that we're very proud of here. We've also, for the past 2 years, have implemented a new grad residency program. The wonderful thing is, right now, this September, we have 6 new grad nurses that are starting with us, and many of them are internal candidates that worked in the emergency department as an emergency department tech, on the floors as a CNA. One is coming to us from patient registration. And so that's one thing that I really do want to stress is, we have at Morton a great sense of promoting from within and really encouraging growth with our employees. So our education department does a wonderful job meeting with new employees, talking to them about what their goals are for the future and helping them get there. So that is something that we do at Morton that I don't necessarily see at a lot of other places and is a great benefit to our staff here.
Okay, sounds great. So, we're talking about all these open positions and, the team here at Morton Hospital. What types of candidates are you looking for? What traits, whether personality-wise, skills-wise? At Morton, we have a CARES value here. So, the C in CARES is compassion. And that's really what we're looking for. We're looking for compassionate staff members that are going to partner with us in providing patient-centered quality care to our patients. And again, at the end of the day, it's not necessarily about the years of experience that you have on your resume. It's really about what you're going to bring to the table, how you're going to be able to treat our patients. And, our leadership team does a really good job evaluating candidates for that. So you may only have a year experience as an RN, but if you really have the ideals that Morton stands for, that's what we're looking for. We want people that are engaged, that really do want to be part of a team, because we have a great team here at Morton. We certainly do, and actually that's something I do want to ask you about, as sort of a final question for you today. But before we get there, I have to take one final break of today's show. So Crystal, hopefully you'll stay with us, and to our listeners, please keep listening. We're talking about our career opportunities at Morton Hospital, our upcoming hiring event, and when we get back, we're going to hear more from Crystal Hilton, our Chief Nursing Officer, about what makes Morton Hospital such a great place to work. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after these short messages.
We'll be back with more of Morton in the Morning in just a few moments here at WVBF.
Experiencing gastrointestinal issues? We can help. Morton Hospital and Steward Medical Group have opened the new Steward Digestive Disease Center of Taunton. Dr. Alexis Pappas and physician assistant Amber Lippa specialize in treating a wide range of GI issues and are now accepting new patients in their office conveniently located in the Thayer Building at Morton Hospital. To request an appointment, call 508-828-7740.
And now back to Morton in the Morning here at WVBF, Hometown Talk Radio.
Good morning and welcome back to the final segment of today's Morton in the Morning show. We're so happy that you have tuned in today because we have a great show. We've been talking about the many career opportunities available here at Morton Hospital and a hiring event that we are having on September 15th and 16th. It's a virtual hiring event, which means that you can sign up online. You will be screened by some of our recruiters and matched up with whichever job you're best suited or qualified for, and then interviews will be scheduled. So we have so many opportunities. Especially in the clinical area. So we've been sitting here chatting with Crystal Hilton, our Chief Nursing Officer, about the nursing positions available, about the CNA and nursing assistant positions, unit clerks, patient access staff. We have so many different positions available. So please, if you or anyone you know are interested in a new career, we have a lot of opportunities. You can search for our jobs at jobs.steward.org and then narrow down by searching for jobs at Morton Hospital in Taunton. And then you can also sign up for our hiring event through Indeed or through the Morton Hospital Facebook page. We have a link there as well. So one thing that we've been talking about, Crystal, is the longevity here, and I'd love to hear a little bit more from you about, the culture that we built here at Morton Hospital.
Just to give a little plug for some of the employee engagement initiatives we have going on here at the hospital, today is actually Team Spirit Day. So each department has worked together to collaborate outfits or accessories that really bring them together as a team. And our current senior leadership team, that's really what we're trying to stress here. It is teamwork and employee engagement and having fun at work. Because in today's day and age, working in a hospital is really stressful. It always has been, but I feel like the past 18 months has really been a challenge for healthcare workers. And so by bringing in a little bit of fun, it can bring smiles back to staff's face that might be having a stressful day. So I think this is the 6th or 7th week of Fun Friday, and we've had great participation. And so that is what I can say. If you come to work at Morton Hospital, you will have fun at work. You will be supported. You'll feel like you're part of the team.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of great employee programs, a lot of good incentives. We celebrate all throughout the year. And I think, just thinking about the longevity that we have here, it certainly speaks to why Morton Hospital is such a great place to work. So any final closing statements about, the hiring event or just why people should come and join us?
Yeah, I think that if you're looking for a great community-based hospital to work in, Morton is it. I hope that we have a great turnout for this hiring event. We've had some great success with hiring events in the past. So I hope to see you all there.
Yeah, and I also think, we're in a great location. I mean,
right.
Both of us live in Rhode Island.
Yes.
So if you live in Rhode Island, you live, wherever, Northern Mass, we're kind of centrally located. So we have people that live all over the place.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly. So, all right, Crystal, thank you so much. We hope to have a successful hiring event. We appreciate your time, and you're talking about the clinical positions and the nursing positions that we have available.
All right, great. Thanks, Julie.
All right, well, thank you again to Crystal and Craig for joining us today and talking about the career opportunities at Morton Hospital, about our upcoming hiring event. Again, find the event on Indeed or the link on our Facebook page, where you can also see a link to the list of all of the different career opportunities available. You can also go directly to jobs.steward.org and check out all the open positions that we have that we're looking to fill. And please share that information with family and friends in case you know anyone looking for a new career opportunity. Again, as Crystal mentioned, we do have a sign-on bonus available for nursing positions, and that ranges from $4,000 to $10,000, depending on if you're full-time or part-time, and depending on what unit you are hired into, as well as a referral bonus program right now for employees, where employees who refer into those nursing positions that are eligible for the sign-on bonus, where they can actually earn $3,000 just for referring, and if that person is hired, then the employee is eligible for that wonderful bonus as well. So again, we are looking forward to having a successful event. One of the things Crystal was talking about earlier were our employee engagement initiatives and why Morton is such a great place to work. So before we end today's show, I wanted to share a couple of updates and along the lines of employee engagement and appreciation. Next week, we are actually celebrating our annual Employee Service Awards. So that is where we celebrate employees who have reached milestones in their careers at Morton Hospital that range from 5 years all the way up to 45 and 50 years. Yes, we have someone we are celebrating this year who has been here for 50 years at Morton Hospital. If that's not dedication, I don't know what is. So we have 115 people on the list of employees that we are honoring this year with, appreciation gifts, certificates, years of service pins, and a special reception where they can drop in, obviously socially distanced, and grab some nice food to go. And we look forward to celebrating them. And that date of the Service Awards is September 16th. So a big shout out to all of our employees and congratulations to all of this year's honorees. Again, staff ranging from 5 years of service at Morton Hospital to 50 years of service to our organization. And then a couple final updates about new providers who have joined our medical staff in our Morton Hospital and Steward Medical Group teams. So the first is Brienne Patricio. She is an LICSW and she has joined our psychiatry team here at Morton Hospital. So we have 3 psychiatry providers. We have Dr. Batista, Dr. Morar, and Dr. Moldovan. And now we also have Brienne, who is also seeing patients in our outpatient psychiatry clinic. So we have a full team now, which we are very excited about. If you want to learn more about our outpatient psychiatry clinic, you can call them at 508-828-7880 or find some more information on our website, mortonhospital.org. But they offer or they specialize in treating a wide range of mental health disorders and conditions. So the outpatient clinic is conveniently located right here at Morton Hospital in our outpatient registration and ambulatory services area. So we want to welcome Brienne. And we have also welcomed Caitlin Kenny, who is a nurse practitioner, and she has joined our Steward Medical Group primary care at Northwoods team, which is located right up on Bay Street in Taunton at the Northwoods Medical Center facility. So we are happy to welcome Caitlin, and she joins our team of providers and mid-level providers and doctors at that office. If you want to learn more or schedule an appointment with Caitlin, she's accepting new patients, and the office can be reached at 508-822-2266. And as with all of our providers, you can always go online to providers.steward.org and search for providers in various specialties there, and also request an appointment online. So welcome to Brienne and Caitlin. We're so happy to have you as part of our Morton and SMG teams, and expanding our primary care and psychiatry services to our community right here in Taunton. So that pretty much wraps up today's show. Before we end, just a friendly reminder about how you can contact us here at Morton in the Morning. Our email address that we have set up for our listeners is mortoninthemorning@steward.org. That's MORTON in the morning @STEWARD.org. And we check that email address regularly. If any of our listeners have any follow-up questions, any feedback about our show, or if you want to suggest any topics for us to talk about on future shows, we would be very happy to hear from you. Email us anytime at mortoninthemorning@steward.org. So we hope you enjoyed listening today to the hiring event details and learning more about the career opportunities here at Morton Hospital. Again, please go to our website and Facebook page to learn more about our careers and the upcoming hiring event that we have on September 15th and 16th. We hope you'll join us if you're looking for a new career, and we hope you will share that information with your friends and family. Thank you so much for listening, and from all of us at Morton Hospital, we hope you have a happy and healthy week. Look forward to joining you next week. If you're looking for weight loss that lasts, look no further than the Steward Center for Weight Control at Morton Hospital. Our program was recently nationally accredited, and we offer both medical and surgical weight loss options, as well as free support programs, all right here in Taunton. If you've struggled to lose weight, it may be time to consider weight loss surgery. Call our Center for Weight Control at 508-301-2434 to book a consultation.